MVP ladder board, or how does that how's
Um,
that looking on your end? Like, do
well,
you have your own
I
set of like MVPs?
yeah, here's the thing. I only have one guy, and I know it's just because he's played a little more. I like Anthony Davis, but I'm not saying he's in my S tier. I have an S tier, A tier, and B tier. I have him in the B tier.
Mm-hmm.
Um, my full MVP list this year has been S tier is Kevin Durant,
Okay.
Paul George,
Yeah, he was
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
balling.
Yes, guys, I don't like the narrative of the team is struggling. Who gives a fuck? If that man's balling like he is, put him on the top 10 MVP list. I don't know why we do. It's just, to me, it's straight disrespect when you don't have this man at least in the top 10. I've seen MVP layer list, and they thinking they slick with it. They don't put him in the top 10. That is disrespectful at that point. But as I'm going to continue, Kevin Durant, Paul George, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Stephen Curry are my S tier.
Okay, so that's your top four right there. And I
Yes.
like that top four.
And
But
if,
here's
I,
the
if
thing
I'm
though. Here's the thing though. I think Giannis might fall off a little bit, right? To
yeah,
talk about your top tier. I think Giannis might fall off. I think the way Steph is playing, he might as well just be number one right now.
to me, if I'm being honest, he's number one right now. To
That's a
me,
fact. He's number one.
If the season ended today, my vote had to go in my ranking. I guess I know. Here's the thing. To me, it's difficult with number two because KD's balling, but Paul George is doing it in a two-way. He's a two-way player, so he can do it on both ends. So I would do Steph at one. It's a toss-up. You can do either way. Paul George and Kevin Durant.
Me personally, if you had to say with me, I feel like I would go Steph, I would go PG-13, then I would go KD. The only
That is
reason why
my
I would do
personal
that,
top three.
yeah,
Unless I have no fights with people that want to
yeah,
put
yeah.
KD.
But my thing is this: I would put PG-13 at the number two, just
Yes.
for the fact of it's like, bro, he is balling out. He really has him in a supporting cast. This looks like him again back on the Pacers when he was really that guy. He is proven to everybody that, bro, I can get it done without Kawhi Leonard. But some way, somehow, I feel like that's going to backfire and they're going to end up splitting them up. But that's just my hot take. But I called it. I called it, folks. I said way before the season started, that man PG-13 was going to ball out because there was no Kawhi.
Here's the thing. He's keeping a team that was that was going to be at the end of the year a borderline 8 to 10 seed. And he's keeping them afloat in the top 6. And I think that's perfect for what this team was put up against. Now, I'm not saying that they were going to go. I do think it'd be scary because we've seen this. I do want to speak on the John Wall thing because he hasn't played one game. And the Rockets,
he's not going to unless he gets traded. That's a dub.
I do think there's a chance he either gets traded or if they can't find a trade partner within the next few weeks, they might buy out him. And I honestly would love to see the Clippers sign.
You want to see the Clippers sign John Wall?
Imagine John Wall and him, and then a healthy Kawhi in the playoffs. Just saying.
Nah, that's a fact. That might be crazy, but there's another hot take when we coming about trade so far since it comes to the Clippers, right? While we on this subject real quick. Did you see the little I think you put up the trade or probably showed me that the whole Kyrie going over there to the Clippers?
Yeah, I saw that.
Crazy.
Yeah. Here's the thing. If they get Kyrie, now we'll see how it backfires. Seriously. My thing on Kyrie, he just has an ego. I don't know what it is, man. At times he does hurt teams at times. I'm not saying he always does, but there's at times he does hurt the team. But I think John Wall, to me, would be a better fit with the Clippers. But I'm not saying John Wall would go there. I think, to me, his top two fits would be either Miami or LA. And Miami, the only reason I'm saying Miami is because they have point guard depth at an all-time low. That team, like if Kyle Lowry's out, we've seen that team struggle, man. They just need another facilitator, man. And I think John Wall would be perfect. But we don't need to speak on that too much today until we, personally see what happens with him.
So but, we ended off with we got Steph, we got PG-13, KD. All right, we just gonna keep Greek Freak at number 4 for right now. So now,
but my A tier, I will say I had Nikola Jokic. I know he doesn't, he hasn't, had been on the most fire, but his advanced stats are going crazy. So
you got him at number 5 then, right?
Yeah, technically 5. Okay. And then, in my A tier, the way I don't know how John Moran has done since I made this list last Saturday, but I had him He's been balling, dude. He has been. I mean,
Bro, John Morant, if he keep it up, bro, right now, according to NBA sources, he's like, I want to say he's like in the probably top 5, top 6.
he was in the top 5, top 6, yes.
But with me, I would definitely say Ja's number 5. Ja got it. He's number 5.
I mean,
that's just on my list. Like if we would like to
make
the
the
same list.
But I mean, are you personally taking him over Jokic?
Yup, the way he's balling out this year, because you said like I said, like we both feel the same way. The way you actually officiate the MVP ladder and how you get that award is bogus. We both know it is bogus.
I'm not going based off record. I don't look at record at all.
I'm not looking at record. Like
I'm not saying
you are balling. He's balling.
I'm not saying you were, but what I'm saying is
Nikola
Jokic, like his first numbers may not look the most impressive, but those advanced stats are going crazy. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. You can have Morant. I'm not saying that's like a completely bogus thing to say, but between Morant and Jokic, I would take Jokic slightly over. I'm just saying.
I feel you. On my end, I'm gonna take Morant because he's a young guy doing it, balling out, and he's really like hooping, like he's keeping his team afloat. He don't went to like 6, almost like 4 or 5 overtimes, and I was like, oh my goodness! And he's pulling out these wins.
Yes, no, I'm not saying that. I'm not disrespecting. I do think that they're both great players, but then there's the other question of Jimmy Butler. Where do you put him? He's played so amazing. He's played amazing on both ends, and
I would put Jimmy Butler right under Jokic.
I respect that. I mean, if I'm being honest, like my MVP layer at this point would be Steph, PG, KD, Giannis. To toss up between Morant and Jokic, 5 and 6. Jimmy Butler is 7 to me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm not putting this in any order for my B rankings, 8 through 10. I have DeRozan, Mitchell, and Davis.
Which Davis we talking? I'm talking about Anthony Davis?
Yeah, Anthony Davis. Sorry, yeah.
Okay. I like DeRozan because he's definitely been balling.
No, he's been balling. He's
been proving a point, man.
We saw that Zach LaVine got injured, and you know what he did? He stepped it up.
Way up and kept him on that winning pace.
And I know that Zach LaVine's injury wasn't the hand, but it was still the 9-shooting hand, so it does affect him. I'm just saying. It's not like, it doesn't affect him at all. No, it definitely affects him, guys.
No, it definitely does because it takes a lot of momentum out of you. You're kind of scared to do certain things you may normally do, like it's nothing. Who did you have again after DeRozan?
DeRozan? I had Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell. I haven't really watched a lot of his games this year.
Here's the thing. Up to the point where I made it, I had seen a bunch of his games. He had been balling. He had 30 points in like most of the games I'd watched. I don't know how he's played in the last 3 games. I haven't watched. I took a step away from watching. I'm not going to say or watch one team all year. But like I said, I think he's been doing his thing. I'm not going to say. But like if I'm going between DeRozan, Mitchell, and Davis, how am I going to rank them? I think to me, I know I'd probably personally have DeRozan at 8 the way he's been balling, and you keep him.
Yeah, you gotta keep him at 8.
Yeah, and then I'd probably. I don't know. I can't really rank 9 and 10 because I haven't really watched much of Mitchell. I know Davis. Man, I know they're both great players. I do, but I don't know how I would probably.
I would definitely keep Mitchell over Davis if you're gonna keep like both of them on that list. Yeah, Davis got to be last. Like he gonna have to do way more to get way on that.
I never had this in any way, but like I said, I mean, like there's been people that have been. I mean, like last year, it was bogus. Let's be honest. When all 3 of those MVP candidates were fully healthy, Steph Curry was the MVP of the league. Let's be honest. Let's keep it real. The people that want to speak on and say Jokic, no.
Yeah, we all know Steph Curry just got the LeBron treatment. You know what I mean?
Listen,
LeBron should have won the MVP. And mind you, I'm not even a LeBron fan, but there's mad times he should have won the MVP. But you know how they go. They got to switch it up. They got to give it to somebody.
I'm not saying that he should have won all these years. I don't believe that one player should win it every year. That's just how it is. Mm-hmm. You're not going to see that. But if I'm being honest, Steph Curry, if this season ends today, there's no way in hell anyone can convince me Steph Curry is not the MVP. He is a 2-way player. He's never been this. His defense is at an all-time high. He's just, I don't know what it is, man.
Yeah, that's what threw me off guard. I'm like, yo, hold up. Is that Curry defending people? Right?
And I don't know if you saw this, but his post game, he said, watch out for us. We coming back. And he wasn't lying. When this team gets Klay Thompson, James Wiseman, and there was someone else.
Kaminga,
Yeah,
I think.
it was. Oh
Did
yeah,
Kaminga come back yet?
I
I don't
yeah, he
think he
came
did.
back. I don't know. I don't know, man. I can't remember. There was someone else. Well, there was a bunch of role players, guys. There was role players that were coming back. But listen, let's be honest. When everyone comes back and that team's fully healthy, I think they're the most dangerous team in the NBA. Their
Yeah.
defense,
The
their
fact that
defense.
they sat there and said that Klay Thompson could come back before Christmas, I was like, oh, they about to turn up. But
Bro,
I could say this though. I could say this. With Klay coming back, and if they keep going the way they're going, I could possibly see Andrew Wiggins out of there because they're gonna want to keep Jordan Poole over Andrew Wiggins. I'm telling you that. I'm telling you that.
I mean, if Wiggins performs
That's
like
like
he did
three
the other
Splash
night,
Brothers.
well, they're gonna keep both. They're gonna be able to keep both.
Oh,
They're
of
not gonna
course,
have.
but if they wanted to make like a drastic move, Andrew Wiggins would be the guy they're gonna let go.
I don't think they're gonna let Wiggins go. I think his defense is just, dude. He's playing an all-time high again. Like he's him. Listen, imagine that big three on the in the perimeter: Draymond, Klay, and Wiggins. Man, that is just it's a crazy defense. And listen, you don't even need to start Jordan Poole. That man is a six man could definitely win the six man award. Like the way he could. I'm telling you right now, he could win the most improved award if he continues playing like this. He will.
That's a fact. That's a fact, man.
And you
But
want to go on to the
I can't wait for it, man. I can't wait for
I
it.
can't wait
Yeah.
to see. Listen, I know we're early in the season. We got a long season to go, and we'll see how the season turns out. Let's be honest. We've seen the NBA stands, and if you want, we can go into that right now.
Nah, there ain't no reason to go in that. We could save that one for the next episode
Yeah,
because I want to see how it shakes up with this next week coming along. You feel me?
yeah.
But before we go ahead and end it out and get into the whole OKC situation for this joint, let's just run down the because I agree with you on this list, you guys. I like the list, so let's just run it down one more time for the folks. What's the MVP ladder we got so far for the beginning of the season?
So I got Steph Curry at my 1. I got Paul George at 2. Kevin Durant at 3.
Okay.
Giannis at 4. I'm gonna personally say Ja he can definitely be the 5. Okay, guys. Jokic is my 6.
Okay.
Or you could have Jimmy Butler, but I'm gonna take Jimmy at 7. My 8 is DeMar. Mitchell is 9. Davis is 10. That's my personal top 10 right off the bat of the season.
And honestly, I agree with it, so I got nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, I know it's lit, right? That's a fact. But if you want to stay engaged and get in tune, man, and see more videos like this, but get the full audio to this, make sure y'all head over to the Spotify, the Anchor, the Apple, wherever y'all listen to your podcasts at. Link in the description. Make sure y'all get in tune, man. It's the Venture Season Network, NBA Source, Nick and 30. More shows to come. We lit.